Hey, what's going on, Love Chapel? I am down here at the cafe where we've been working so hard to film and produce our online worship experiences that we've been having the last several weeks. I've got some big news for you today. The leadership team here at Love Chapel has been watching closely all of the recommendations coming out of the governor's office as well as the CDC in regards to worship gatherings, and I'm excited to announce that Love Chapel will reopen our doors for worship this coming Sunday, May the 10th. We believe that our church is positioned uniquely to be able to responsibly reopen in a way that's going to be safe, it's going to be spacious, and it's going to be sanitary. Here's what it's going to look like and a few ways that you can help to make it go as smoothly as possible. Also, this weekend we're going to have volunteers all over the place on site ready to direct and answer any questions that you might have every step of the way. First, we're going to be meeting in the Love Chapel Elementary School gym. It's the biggest room in the building. It gives us plenty of space to spread out and practice proper social distancing protocols. From the parking lot, you're going to enter through the side doors over by the track. You're going to go directly into the gym where we'll be meeting. You can pick out one of our designated spots for you and your family to sit in and maintain your distance from the other family units in the room. At every door, we're going to have hand sanitizing stations, and we're going to ask as you enter and exit the room to please utilize those stations because over and over again, we still know social distancing and proper hand health are going to be key to our success in this endeavor. During our worship services, we're not going to have our normal food and coffee stations. We're not going to do any elements of service that require movement, that require close proximity or physical contact. We're going to be having the same basic shortened format that we've been having online, about a 45-minute worship service. Our kids programs and any other Bible studies and things will continue to be hosted virtually online at this time. Our restrooms will be available during our short worship service should you need them. We're just asking that only one person use those restrooms at a time. And if you have to step out for a second to tend to a crying baby or maybe a misbehaving husband, you can go right back out the door that you came in, step outside for a minute, take a breath, come back in and join your family when you're ready. After the service, we're going to ask everybody to just wait to be dismissed by one of our volunteers. We'll dismiss you family by family, and when we do, we're going to ask you to make your way directly back to your vehicle, hop in your car, and enjoy the rest of your day as a family. Guys, in order to make this transition as seamless and as safe as possible, for the time being, our worship gatherings are going to be BYOC. We're going to ask you to bring your own chair. You can bring a lawn chair, a picnic blanket for your whole family. You can bring your lazy boy, man. I don't care. Carry it in with you, carry it out when you leave. This eliminates the need to sanitize a bunch of extra shared surfaces before and after every use. So bring your own chair. We're going to ask you to bring your own covering. The state of Tennessee and the CDC still strongly recommend that worshipers wear a cloth mask or some face covering when gathering together. Please bring your own. If you have extra to spare or the materials to make them between now and Sunday, we'd love it if you could bring a few extra to help us out as well. We're going to ask you to bring your own communion. We're going to have a time of communion during our service, and to participate, please bring some bread and some juice from your home for your family only, just like you've been preparing it at home for our live streams. And probably the most important one, just yet another reminder, don't forget, bring your own coffee. We won't be serving that on site during, before, or after our services. Lastly, if you have any symptoms, if you're otherwise vulnerable, if you believe you may have possibly been exposed, or maybe you just aren't quite comfortable yet entering back into a physical worship setting, we are working overtime right now to make sure that our live streaming systems are working well from inside of the school so that you can still engage and participate from home. We're even going to have a team member in the chat section to be able to talk to, encourage you, and even pray with you should you need that during the service. Guys, we believe that the heart of God is for the church to meet together for worship. And we want to be able to do that in a way that's safe and that's wise and that's responsible. We're trusting you to help us to make that happen, and we're asking for grace and patience while we navigate these uncharted waters and we learn and we make adjustments in real time together. God is using this time to draw us closer to each other and to draw us collectively closer to Him. Church, I am praying for you. I can't wait to worship together this weekend, socially distant, but spiritually connected. I love you, church, and I will see you Sunday.